This is Damon Stevens with FinWealth Builders, and today is Thursday, August 5th, 2021. And this is a stock market update on what we traded today and what we're looking for tomorrow. And, you can see from the title here that definitely the bulls were out today, and it was just an amazing trading day again. We just really have had great earnings season so far. Just really providing a lot of good volatility and opportunities. So hopefully you're out there killing the market and making good money. The ones that kind of blew out today, as far as really did well, is the SPY and Nike and SCR, and we'll talk about those as we get into this, as well as several other stocks that we've been trading and also that we're watching for new trades going into Friday. Typically, Fridays are usually sometimes kind of low volume days. And so things kind of either stagnate and it can be just very choppy or flat. But, the one thing we do is we got, the non-farm payrolls coming out tomorrow. And sometimes that creates volatility to where all of a sudden the market will start to go up or start to go down. Or sometimes they're just non-events to where there's nothing happens. So that's coming out first thing in the morning. So if you're pre-market or trading before 8 o'clock Eastern time, just be aware that that's coming out, and that may start to swing and give us a direction for the market on Friday, and it might create some volatility for us to be able to get some great trades in if you're a scalper, day trader, or even a swing trader looking for something to carry over the weekend. So hopefully there's a little bit for everybody in this video, and let's get right into it. If you're not subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to FinWealth Live and like our videos and provide comments so we can continue to improve and to bring this content to you every day. We're not licensed brokers or financial advisors, and the stocks that we're showing you are the things that we are trading personally and within our organization. So, and we're hoping that just from sharing in a community that you're able to get some value out of it as well. So just an overall update for the market today. Dow Jones was up 0.78%, Nasdaq up 0.78%, and the S&P 500 0.6%. So nice green day across the board. But there's one that was down, but we'll get into that a little bit later. Looking at the heat map, you can see, overall pretty green across the board. All the FANG stocks were nice and green. Financials were nice and green today. Utilities were up. Just in a good overall trading market. Healthcare was suffering a little bit, but overall, really good market. You can see the world heat map as well. Overall, for the general part, pretty healthy. China continues to, struggle and continues to have some pullbacks, and it's going to be that way for a while. I think there's still opportunity. A lot of these stocks have really been, they're pulled down, 15, 20, 25% or more. So there's some great values out there. But you got to time it in. We got to first get confirmation that there's good news, there's stable news, and it's going to be a good catalyst to bring those stocks up. So just be careful out there on those Chinese stocks. We do trade them, but typically it's only a day trade. That way we are out and safe. So looking at the scanner today, SCR came up, ZY came up again. So these are a couple of stocks that we've seen before. And so let's go ahead and just get into those and talk about them. SCR, you can see here we had a nice jump. So we got a low here coming in at around $17, $17.31, and a high of 33. So just crazy jump. Just so you're aware, if you did miss this initial run up here, there was an opportunity to on the dip here to buy down. It's not a huge amount, but down around the $31 range, a little bit ahead of 31, and then you could have wrote it back up to 33. So you can see that we tried to break out here. We created a resistance line here at around $33. Tried to break out again. Had another failure. Pulled back just below, just right above the 50. So we want to kind of watch this and see if this can, either bounce off the 50 and start to ride up to new highs, or even bounce right here early and give us something in the north direction. So just something to watch for if you're looking at to swing or trade this one, multiple days. ZY was a very interesting play today. So definitely gapped way down. So it was around, in the 30, 33, 35 range, and then it dropped, cleared down to around, close to, $9, 9.5. And then we had this nice rally today up to 14. So just a nice jump in. And, one of the things we've talked about in this trading channel, and I didn't mark it out on this chart, which I do need to put that in there, try to do that on every chart, so you can kind of get a visual. But we do have a gap here. And when it fell down, the stock fell down, it created this big, huge gap. And usually gaps are filled, as well as large candles are typically followed. So you see we had this, we pulled down here. We've kind of rode back up a ways. We still have this long ride to get back over here to above all these moving averages, as well as fill this gap in. So we'll continue to fill over the next several days. We'll do it in one day. Hard to say, but definitely watching this one to see if we're going to have a rally back through here to fill this gap here that we left behind. So one, we talked about this yesterday. Actually, you know what? I do remember. I do need to throw an apology out there. The video last night that I posted apparently got corrupted to where it was just like all black, like there was nothing on it. And so I had to pull that down off there. I think there was another video that happened too, but I just upgraded my software. Obviously, I'm having some glitches with the new software updates. So trying to get that fixed with the company. And so tonight is another challenge to see if we can get this to work. I'm going to try a different technique here. We'll see if we can get this to work and get these videos out to you. One nice run up here. It's pulled back here. You had a chance to get in here. Fractions. These are fractions of dollars. Around 64 cents, 63 cents, and then ride this back up to around 770. So really short range on these small, pretty much penny stocks. There are opportunities to scalp these. Now, obviously, the best ride was, back here on the 4th on yesterday. But there's still opportunities here. So just keep that in mind. If we look at Hood, so Robinhood, we talked about this one as well. It gave you some nice rides, yesterday. And then now we're just kind of petering off. We're just kind of come down. But, one thing, I think we have options available on Hood now. Usually that doesn't happen for a while. I think there's actually options. So if you had puts on this, you could row this down here. It did break below the 100. So that's a little concerning. Need to see if it can find some support around here, around the 47, 48 level and bounce up again. I don't think it's done. I don't think the stock is done, but it could pull back. It could pull back into its opening price as well. So just be careful with Robinhood for now, but it's been a good stock just recently. EXPI, so this one again we talked about, had multiple opportunities. So it got on this nice little rally, and the rally continued today, and it broke through resistance, and it's heading back up, to these new highs. So, my guess here, based on what I've seen, what I'm seeing here on the chart, it looks like, around $49. And so 50, 51, 73, 51, 52, probably is our next leg up. If we really just went crazy, $60 would be, the ultimate goal. So we'll see what happens. This could retrace as well. So you just need to watch the price action in the morning, see what the direction the market's going, and that'll help you with, the trade, whether this is going to, continue going up or if it's going to pull back a little bit. As far as earnings today, so Moderna just continues to kill it. Just amazing stock. It's just been crazy how high it's gone. Wayfair, Yeti, Regeneron, Square, Cloudflare, Beyond Meat, Zillow. So lots of good action this whole week. Have really good companies. Now, one thing looking at tomorrow is AMC and Kronos, Oxygen, so Norwegian Cruise Lines, and DKNG, DraftKings. So, even tomorrow is going to be good to see kind of what's happening with these stocks in the morning, what's happening with the stocks on Friday. Now, these are before open. After close, there's not typically things on Fridays on after close on earnings. Sometimes there is, but not generally, especially large companies. So keep that in mind, that we won't have those big ones to trade after hours. So here, let's hit BABA. So BABA, we talked about Chinese, just to be really careful. But you can see, there's chances, to scalp here. Low down here was 197, right? 64, and this got up to 200. So there's opportunities here still, even some here, but it's not going to be much. You're lucky to get a dollar or 50 cents out of it. So just be careful out there with this one, Chinese stocks. We really want to see it break above all the moving averages and hold that to show us confirmation that it's ready to start to rally back up again. This is Eli Lilly. So, that one pulled back a little bit here, and now we see this nice little climb. So it's trying to climb up and get to some new highs, just in this little bit of a channel right now. So just got to keep an eye on that. It looks like it is trying to break north, so that's good. Just keep an eye, make sure it doesn't like fake out and pull back. And if it does, should find support on the 200, would be a possible area for being able to add back into the stock. But just be careful with how much you put in there. Just make sure you size appropriately. Talk to it. Sign. So line. So we talked about this one's in this little channel. Nice little red bar today. Still trying to find direction on where to go. So just be aware of that. AMD. So AMD, we talked about this long trend that we have going on here, and today we had a nice pullback. I mean, it's after getting to it's crazy amounts, 122.47, crazy. I mean, it's crazy that it's got that high. But you can see that it's pulled back now. It's retraced. And it's almost at this support line here. So we'll see if it can hold up or if it's going to break down to the next support line, which would be about 50% retracement. We'd be coming down here to around 105, 104. So just be aware of that on your trades. Let's see here. And Tesla. So Tesla, you can see Tesla, gave us quite a bit of a run here. So you had 720 first thing in the morning, came down to 711, back up to 721, back down to 713. So there's a few rides here on Tesla that you could have taken, and but we can't break we haven't broken the 720s, and we haven't broken the 706, 708. So we're just sitting right in the middle. As far as Etsy, so Etsy, you can see here on the open with these earnings that are coming up here, give you a huge volatility. So you're 205.89, big old drop to 174.91, and then a ride back up to 193.35, and a ride back down to 182.41. And so we got a double bottom here that's formed right here. So let's see if this can hold. If they can hold this tomorrow and rally back up, I think we can start to head back towards this 192 level. If not, then we'd be breaking back down here, possibly to this 174.91 level. So just be careful trading out there. Make sure you got good stops in here, because we're going to see some probably volatility tomorrow. Roku, you can see here just this nice little M shape here. So basically, what you're looking for on this situation is when it breaks the middle, and we didn't catch it on this one, on this bounce down here. Caught it on the way up, but not on the way down, unfortunately. But you can see that it gapped down here. It's found support just around the 50. It may break it. And if it does, it could go down the 200. But just something to keep an eye on. It looks like it tried to rally. It pulled down and then it rallied back up. So that's positive. That's bullish. So we'll just see what happens tomorrow. So BNTX. So we talked about this one as well. This one we talked about that there needs to be a retracement on this thing at some point, and we got it. So we were down here 333 area range, 334 at the breakout, up to 433.90. So almost 100 points, so 80 points up. And finally, there was a retracement back down to 375.10, which is about over 50%. And then we had a nice rally back up, and we're curling up. So, that's nice and healthy. It's a healthy look on the market. $404 is kind of where we're at right now. Could reach out to new highs, but we definitely need to get something going with this stock here as far as breaking through this resistance line to get things moving again. All right, Moderna. So Moderna continues to just skyrocket. It zoomed up here, tried to capture new highs, failed, came back in, and it just kind of settling on here to consolidate for now, which it could do that for several days. So just be aware of that. KLAC, you can see here it's been trying to break through. It failed, pulled back today. We'll see if it can get through tomorrow or if it's going to stall out. If it does, it might pull back a little bit. So another one we're watching, Nike. So Nike just continues to climb. Just look at this crazy climb. So it's doing really well. But, again, looking for a possible pullback at some point here, retracement. So just be careful with Nike. Amazon's, we had this big pullback, tried to rally up, breakthrough, it failed, came back down. Now we're rallying back up. So just want to get a good sense and feel for anything that's may have changed in this area. But you can see this is just a consolidation right now on this stock. So, and everything's working out to be okay. So, Carvana, we talked about this, it's got to find support off that 20. If it does, for a couple of days, it's either going to start to break down or it's going to break up, and it broke up. So it's going up and towards that 343.97 again. See if it can break through here. So it's got good momentum. I just got to keep an eye on it, make sure it doesn't break down, and see how we can boost that up to get things moving again up. So the dollar is popping back up here. It's that resistance that kind of just crossing that line, and when it crosses that line, it can bring the market down a little bit. So looking at the SPY tomorrow to see if it's going to pull back, especially if the dollar here gets above all these moving averages, which is very bullish right now. The VIX, so the VIX, you can see the VIX is pulled down. That's good. That helps the market continue to go up. So it's good. That means fear is going out of the market. So that's looking good. SPY, so the SPY, you can see here, new highs, and just continues to grind up here, and not really a lot of pullbacks. So just something to be aware of. Triple Qs, new highs. So it just continues to grind up there. Just be careful with it. All these new highs and not a lot of tools on the bottom to sort through it. That makes it a bit challenging. All right, so semiconductors, it kind of rallied up and then kind of pulled back a little bit. So we'll see if it can continue to rally up. It showed some weakness as soon as it got up around that 270 range. So we got to just watch that one as well. AWM, nice rally up, and it's holding. So this could possibly, give us some great home runs here in the future. KLF, so this is financials. See here, we broke down and we just been consolidating, and it looks like it's trying to break up to the north side, but it's not been successful yet. And next stock, so gold's flat, kind of pulling down a little bit, but it's pretty well flat. Silver, same thing, pull back a little bit, but it's still flat. And Bitcoin kind of tried to rally up, failed, came back on the 20, and it's back up again. So it's trying. Ethereum. So Ethereum, you can see here, nice rally up. I'm actually, I loaded up on this one. So just trying to see if this is going to pull back here or possibly change direction. But so far, so good on that stock. And then Doge is flat, not doing anything. I'm just staying away from it right now. But that's our video for tonight. Hopefully that gives you some trading ideas, and also hopefully you're able to trade well today and that you're profitable. So everybody have a great night and a great weekend. And we will talk on Sunday night to give you prep for Monday morning. We'll talk to you later.